we are pretty close to the end of our west to east road trip. Yeah, for anyone who wasn't here, just to catch everybody up, we started initially, this is our second road trip. Our first road trip, we started at Cape Cod, went through New York, through Grand Canyon, up over to Vegas, and then finished off in LA on the West Coast. And then we took a train up to Seattle, started another road trip in Seattle. This road trip has been amazing. We've like picked a lot more landmarks to go through. Yeah, the Grand Canyon. But yeah, went to Seattle, through Yosemite, across the Bonneville Salt Flats, and then over to Salt Lake City, through the mountains there, did a big ski jump, through Yellowstone. We didn't really stop at Yellowstone to do anything. And then down through the Badlands, up Pikes Peak, and then down through St. Louis, and then pretty much shot straight south down to Dallas. Didn't really spend too much time in Dallas, and then just started heading east. And then we had to finish our trip just outside of New Orleans. So, I'm right here, literally right outside of New Orleans. We're going to check out this city a little bit. I figure now that we've got like a little bit of time, we'll spend a little bit of time in each city, because all we have to do for this trip is get to New Orleans, then Cape Canaveral, then Miami, and then down to the Keys. Which is not ultimately that far. I expect if we were going fast, that would take us like 20 minutes, if that. But I figure we'll stop. We'll stop and kind of check out New Orleans a bit. We'll see what they got going on for, I don't know, space stuff at Cape Canaveral, I would potentially guess. Looks like they've got, well, I don't want to spoil it. I did see like a fake NASA thing, but yeah, and then I want to drive through Miami, because I think Miami's going to be a pretty cool city. And maybe we'll even like check out the Everglades. I don't know. And then yeah, the Florida Keys, I'm sure, is going to be very gorgeous. So yeah. Donks, you weren't here for the road trip. Can we restart? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll just do this entire... How long did this take us? I guess I was following the wrong route. How long did this take us? That was like almost like 2 hours, wasn't it? That took us a while. This road trip. Oh yeah, also for anyone who wants it, the VOD of the first road trip is up on the YouTube, on the second channel. It's an hour and 20-minute long VOD. So that's how long that road trip took. This one's definitely longer. This one is definitely longer. But with that, folks, let's load in and let me see. Oh, it's nighttime. Let me see if lossless scaling works this time around. I just want to see it.
This is something else. Every connection you make, every race you win, and every mile you drive gets me closer to Coburn.
Oh, I think so.
Brother's killer. Do you understand?
Hey, I think I fixed it. Yay! Okay. Okay, let's do let's do some circles quick. Oh yeah, that's looking, okay, butter smooth on my end. It looks very smooth on the stream on my end as well. Is that all looking good to you guys? I'm getting a lovely, oh my God! I'm getting a lovely smooth 120, which means you guys should hopefully be getting a nice smooth 60. Sorry, bud. You gonna call the cops or something? I mean, you just got slammed by that dump truck. Yeah, I do need to call. I guess I gotta be the responsible one. Volume up a bit? Sure. Yeah, it's weird. The crew like messes with audio levels of other applications. It like does its own Windows audio mixing. Like, what a Ubisoft thing. Like, of course they'd do that. Just muck with the actual game, like your actual Windows settings. But there we go. I turned it up a little bit. Turned it up a little bit. All right, dudes. Let's Do a little night drive over to New Orleans. Off we go. I think this is the right way, right? Yeah. I turned myself around quite a few times. Well, night drive looks... I can't tell if the sun is about to come up. Maybe that's just the moon. Oh, really, IDK? Yeah. There's some goofy stuff with this game. I really hope that a decent chunk of it can get patched. And there we have it. Wow, we really were just outside the city. Should we stay on the highway a little bit? Kind of get another good overview. This looks like it maybe pulls us into downtown. I see a big sports stadium. I'm sure that is a replica. I'm assuming that's a sports stadium. Like, what else would it be? I don't know sports, so I don't know. Someone who knows sports, tell me if that's a famous sports stadium. I'm guessing it is, though. Oh, dude! All right, already we're taking photos. Look at this! What city is that? Is that Dallas? That's gotta be Dallas, right? That's gotta be Dallas. Dude! That's so sick! Now, like, obviously that's not realistic. Obviously you can't actually see the Dallas skyline from New Orleans. But in game, like, how badass is that? That we're here in this major metro area in New Orleans, and way off in the distance, there's another city. And the fact that that's just like from there to there. I love that. That's so sick. Yeah, that's definitely Dallas. Yeah. Aren't you looking south? No, the car is pointed south, but I was looking west. Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% that was Dallas. Beautiful area, by the way. This is very cool. I always like, this is a weird thing, but I've commented this to my wife. I always like seeing industry. Like, big industry. And I live in a place where you just don't really, like, see that a lot. You don't see, like, big shipyards or big factories and mills. Like, at least, you know, kind of like where I live. And when I say where I live, I mean, like, the local area where I live, like, within 20 minutes. But a lot of times when I travel, like, one of my favorite things that I like to look at is, especially if it's a coastal area, just looking at, like, the big shipyards and big cranes and big, like, you know, like, depots full of metal and like whatever else. Like, I don't know. It's kind of just cool to me. It's kind of just cool. No, IDK, don't worry about that. Like, this kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. It's always like one of my favorite things to look at while I'm on vacation is just this. I love it. Like, my dad has a boat, and we did this river trip at one point. We just like we followed a river just like kind of northeast, and it's a big wide river, with a lot of like factories and shipyards and stuff on it. And it was like one of my favorite boat trips I've ever done. Cause it's just, what's like the opposite? There's a phobia for like being afraid of large structures. I think it's like megalophobia or something. No, I don't know. But there's a phobia for that. And whatever the opposite of that is, I love smog, baby. No, not megalovania. Big phobia. Yes. I have anti-big phobia. All right, let's head back down into the city a little bit. Let's check out downtown New Orleans. But yeah, I love like big industrial buildings. No, thalassophobia is underwater. Yeah, I think it's mechanophobia. That might be it. I know for a fact thalassophobia is like big scary things underwater. Also, look at this mess of an interchange. What is this? New Orleans, what are you guys up to over there? I don't know how to get like downtown. I think we'll take this exit right here. It is megalophobia. Is that what it is? Okay. Art, that's what? Okay, all right. I think that's what I said. I think that was a good guess. But yeah, like I have the opposite of megalophobia. I love like big industrial buildings. I just think it looks cool. And I don't really get to see those around where I live. Oh, dude, this is gorgeous. Look at this. What a kind of cool little street to be walking down with this big, it's not really like a weeping willow, but it's got like all the moss draping down off of it. Yeah, this is badass. The French Quarter. Little residential area over there. Ooh, I saw a little sign I want to check out. Sorry, taxi. The Miami Market? Hey, we're not in Miami. What are you doing? That doesn't count. Megalophilia, thank you. Doesn't that like imply sexuality though? Maybe I'm wrong. But doesn't that imply, isn't like philia like an obsessive love? Like if you have like autophilia, isn't that like you like are in love with your car? Connotation, not implication, sure. Sure. Little sunshine. That's kind of cool. I wonder if this is a real, I would assume kind of not, because it'd be weird for a shopping center to be a landmark. But it's also like a very unique thing. I haven't seen this anywhere else. It's a like a unique building, I believe. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just a unique thing they made for the area. Oh, dude, yeah, look how nice this looks. You got like I don't know if that's a bay, but the bay. You got the water. Very like a little swampy, a little tropical kind of vibe. Yeah, what a cool town this is. All the houses like are like appropriate houses for this kind of part of the country. I'm not good at like what style that is. It's like Southern colonial, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Get that dirty thinking out of your mind. Yeah. Do you have intimate relations with the Supra? Of course. I mean, why do you think I had to get a smaller exhaust? No, I know not all phobias are sexual in nature. I know that. But every time I've heard of someone having a philia, I feel like it's been sexual in nature. And I'm not saying that's like a definition. That means like by fact it is. I just feel like it. Yeah, dude, I'm loving all the buildings here. They got a jazz club. That seems very appropriate for New Orleans. Yeah, like look at all this infrastructure. Phoenix Haven? Oh, Phoenix Heaven, with Phoenix spelled wrong. Bars, cocktail, live event. Hold on, can I peep in? Wow, that's a very small bar. Wait, and they're all drinking milk? No way. Phoenix Heaven, the bar, cocktails, and live events. Yeah, baby, we got 2% on tap. Can I get a gallon for me and the lady? 2%, please. We're feeling a little bit, we're feeling a little spendy tonight. They just got various milks and then some Coke. They got some cola. Why is it 3 different things of milk? And why did they put the gallons of milk? Well, I guess that's not a gallon. But why didn't they put like the smaller glasses on the tables? I just love that there's a full-ass gallon of milk on the table. I wish I could order that at a restaurant. That's hilarious. I mean, like, they're even advertising their milk with flame all over it. Although it's a half, it's a half gallon. That's awesome. I wish I could read that menu. I want to know what their price for milk is. Yeah, it's very family friendly. I honestly do wonder. Wait, and like, okay. Here's another important question. Why didn't they put the Coke cans on the tables? Like, they made a very clear, we know for a fact that they have Coke models. They've got a Coke texture. And they chose to be like, no, no, no. Not Coke on the tables. Not that. Gallon of milk on the tables. I love that. That's so funny. Maybe that is like a fun little Easter egg. Just the devs kind of having a little bit of fun with it. Yeah, it could be the Clockwork Orange milk. You're right. You're right. It could be. Maybe that's a fun little Easter egg. Yeah. Yeah, Beto says might be an Easter egg. I think it totally could be. No, Magnus, we were talking about it earlier. We don't yet have an official time for the reveal yet. Now I just want to look at all these stores. This is just downtown shop. It looks like a little ice cream shop. This looks appropriate. But yeah, look at that. They got little ice cream menus, little pictures of ice cream. This is a little fast... It's not a bookstore. Maybe on the second story. Maybe you go upstairs, that's a bookstore. Oh yeah, baby! Hamburguesa! I love hamburguesa! Huh. We're living in a cold world. Deal with it. Corey's Coffee. Comedy. Hey! Hey, kebabs! Why didn't we find this yesterday? There's a kebab conversation. Now, wait a minute. This is interesting. This is interesting. So maybe in the South, kebabs are more traditionally like what Europe thinks of as kebabs. Because we are in the South. Actually, though, because this is a French dev team, right? Which Ubisoft made this? Because I know they have, like, different offices, but Ubisoft as a whole is French. So maybe there's, like, maybe there's a little translation thing going on there. Huh. Yeah, that's totally supposed to be Dairy Queen, by the way. But it just says fast food. Also, isn't that, like, Arabic? That looks like Arabic, or some, like, Middle Eastern language. It's hard to tell, and I'm not well-versed in that. But that's totally not English. What else they got? Okay, so this is just the same thing copied over again. I like that the door handles are just AA. And again, this is a bookstore. Just keep that in mind. Yo! Wait! These aren't their hours. It's their discounts. And how do you know, when you go in on a Tuesday, how do you know if you're getting 75 or 85% off? If you go in on a Wednesday, you could get 90% off. You have to roll a wheel. They got a little wheel you can spin in the store. Yeah, how do they make any money? Maybe, no. Everything is just normally priced really high. Well, no, that's not true. We see the prices. A combination kebab is $6. Oh, look! Donner! Dude, this is totally... This is not lore accurate for America. That's a Donner offer for $8.50. We ain't got those in the U.S. You can't order you try to order a Donner kebab in Louisiana, in New Orleans, they're gonna look at you like you're an idiot. But yeah, I mean, you can get that for $8.50. Dude, you can get that for like less than $1 on Wednesday. Is that a Pepsi? Wait, where's the Pepsi? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's totally a Pepsi. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Also, I'm 100% positive those are McDonald's chicken nuggets. I'm 100% positive that. Wait, chicken selects. Yeah, wait, this is just a McDonald's menu. Because I'm pretty sure all of these things are McDonald's items. 100%, yeah. Yeah, and those are McDonald's fries right there. This is just a McDonald's menu. With other stuff mixed in. That's Dairy Queen. 100% that's Dairy Queen. Those are all Dairy Queen items. And that's obviously like an old Dairy Queen logo. Dude, how funny. There's your milk. You can get your high quality EL milk. Yeah, I love that we're living in a cold world. Deal with it. This store has to be a money laundering scheme. Oh man, dude. What a crazy bookstore. All right, now I'm like really interesting. What's a Keat discount store? Yo, they got milk here. Wait. Okay, so obviously this is like supposed to be a little like cosmetics store, a little perfumery. They got some real top shelf milk though going on. Yeah, just unrefrigerated, just getting beat down by the sun. Also, I'm pretty sure those are all real makeup brands, like CW or whatever. Boo no something, I don't know. But like those all look. That's Dove, I think. That's Dove on the right. Those kind of like maroon, purpley, red. I'm pretty sure that's Dove. Yeah. What do we got on this side? Nothing. Oh, food, pretzels. Wait, those are pretzels. We got more Coke on top. Oh, Olay. Yeah, Olay's usually like white. Their bottles are usually white, aren't they? I mean, I guess it depends what you're getting from them. Maybe that's the green one, because that's got like an O on it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard of the YouTube channel Boundary Break? He mods the camera to explore places in games. Dude, no. Oh, I love that. Hip hop. Yeah, all right, I'm writing that down because this is like one of my favorite things to do in games. Okay, Boundary Break. Sick. Okay, yeah, I have not heard of that. I will definitely look that up because I love doing stuff like that. Because what's so fun is, you know, a dev did it. Like, you know, this is manually placed. But it wasn't really like placed for you to look at for more than 2 seconds as you fly by. So it's fun to just kind of break that up. Oh, see, this should be the bookstore. Yeah, they got a nice little. Can we make out any of the books? No chance. No chance. They do actually have a back door. That's like the only place where you can see. Oh, no. There is a back door there. This is fun. This is a bakery, clearly, that opens up. Wait, they have a door that goes there, but it doesn't actually go there. Okay, food market, Miami market. This one's legit. Yeah, look at that. We got some bananas. Maybe, those are like too dark to be tomatoes and like too well organized. Maybe onions, maybe red onions. Wait a minute. Now hold on. The actual food market doesn't have any milk. There's no milk. So you gotta go to the Miami market to get your produce, to get your, snacks, to get your pretzels. And then you gotta go next door to like the makeup store to get your milk. This is great. Oh, Crab Seafood Restaurant. That's totally legit. Oh, yeah. And again, top shelf milk. Milk on. You'd think they could make a plate or something. Yeah, Miami's not making any money on Wednesdays. Every place, it's just like 90% off. Yeah. 80%, Tuesday, 85%. Like, it's stuff like it. Honestly, this stuff is so curious to me because Like, this is just blatantly inaccurate. It's just like blanket, that's inaccurate. It's not like a lot of times you'll see, like, oh, okay, like the milk. The milk is a logical situation where you're like, okay, yeah, they used the milk somewhere else. They needed to fill the shelves, so they just put milk there. Like, I see the train of thought that led to that. But for that, that never makes sense. Like, there's no point. Yeah, what was the thought process that led to that? Like, did anyone, at any point, did a dev look at that and be like, oh, I should probably change that? Because, like, some artist had to draw that at some point. Some artist had to draw that. You would assume. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe they made the percent off. Yeah, I was trying to think, like, maybe if you could split the left and the right. But even then, it doesn't really make that much sense. There are two separate... Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's this. And there's the one that's right behind it. So, like, clearly they can cut it up, like, and use it in different things. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just crazy. Yeah, why'd they make two? I know. You got to be careful because it's slippery when wet going into the travel agency / bakery. Yeah, some dev like, oh, no one will notice. They never expected me. Okay, coffee house. Ooh, let's see what we got here at the coffee house. Yeah, see, again, it's just kind of like nonsensical. I wonder if that's what it is. Is it just kind of like nonsensical text that looks aesthetically pleasing? Because, like, at a glance, I would think that's a menu. I would think those are, like, items and prices. I don't know. Also, this is the Uptown Bar and Restaurant, Uptown Market Shopping Center, Asian Lunch Media Center, and South Club Bar. Like, I think it's that. I think it's just they had set blocks of text, and they're like, yeah, at a glance, that just looks like a menu. You know? Like, it's gotta be that. It's gotta be that. Oh, they got Gatorade here. Or Powerade, whatever you'd like. Now, again, why didn't they use any of these items at the bar? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Oh, they got a little jukebox? Sick. I don't know. I mean, maybe, you know, we just have to maybe expect, maybe there's some level of random generation going on, but I mean, usually they build like tile sets. Like, usually the buildings are handcrafted. Ooh, seafood, prime steak, stone crab, hell yeah. More milk on the table? It's like, why milk? Anything but milk. I don't get it. Yeah, we're in New Orleans, yeah. Dreadmetis says it's a computer seed. But see, that's usually not how it works. Usually, what they do is they will handcraft these buildings, and then the random generation comes from, like, randomizing the tile set, like randomizing the set of buildings. They usually don't, they're not just like having a computer generate the entire building. Like, at some point, at a base level, there is hand work. Some artist still has to make textures. Or at least, you know, well, yeah. Because I was going to say at least you're buying them, but you're buying them from someone else who made them. So unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, Dreadmetis, I based on my understanding of development, it's not just like a randomly generated seed with random text. Like, artists put this together at one point. Oh, wait! Oh my god! Hold on! Guys! They even have ours! There's an actual texture for hours. I don't know how we missed that. So now they have both. They have both. Yes, Dread Metis, I agree. But I'm still saying at a certain point, there is still manual work being done. Like these, I don't believe that these are 100% computer generated. Like back in 2014, especially, like some person made this on purpose. A computer didn't make that. A computer didn't make that. And I also believe that a computer didn't make this whole building. I believe an artist using assets from a set of assets drew this by hand. Like, I believe an artist manually put that there. No good seed is random. No, but I think we're kind of talking past each other a little bit. I'm saying, like, this is very obviously not done by a computer to me. A person made this. A person made this. That's my take. Because I'd also believe if you go to any other, like, if you go to any other market, if you find another Miami market, it's going to be laid out like the exact same. So yeah, I don't believe in the, like, oh, it was just all computer generated, that's why it makes no sense. Yeah, Ami, that's more my take on it. That's more my take. Yeah. The randomness of placement is the generation. See, I don't believe that. I believe in the randomness of, like, hey, we have a set of shops. Like, they have, like, a set of, like, Southeast U.S. shops, and they have a block, and they go, okay, yeah, you know, fill this area with Southeast U.S. shops. But I still believe very strongly that the shops are all manually made by an artist. Like, again, yeah, look right here. Look right here. This is laid out the exact same. So it's not like full RNG, like, oh yeah, they're just putting shit wherever. Like, this is a set. This is a specific group, I don't know what you want to call it, model. It's a specific model that they can then, like, place. Like, I would fully believe, I think, a dev didn't go, yeah, I specifically want this shop right here. What I believe they did is they went plop, 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 plop. And it just, like, kind of randomly generated, pretty randomly generated, like, from their tile set of buildings. And then you go from there. Yeah, like a shop template, right. I love to use my card for shopping at Shop Foods, yeah, right. But yeah, it's the same thing with, like, Flight Sim. Flight Sim, like, there are still, at the core level of it, there are still artists making things. There are still artists making things. And obviously, like, we know for a fact there is a ton of handmade assets here, because there's a lot of, like, landmarks that obviously were not just, like, you know, randomly placed randomly. The labels are used in a seed that is manipulated to get stuff that is believable. Yeah, I just don't believe that. If there is, like, a video on it of, like, their dev process, I'm totally fine to be proven wrong on it. But yeah, I don't think it's as random as you think it is, I guess is what I would say. All right, anyway, we got to continue our road trip. We've checked out New Orleans. It's time to go over to Cape Canaveral. Let's go check out space. Let's go ride a rocket. Let's go ride a rocket. Yeah, Ami. I mean, that's exactly what I would say. The fact that it doesn't make, you know, a ton of real sense isn't because a computer did it. It's because devs just did it quickly because they know that, you know, I'm the only person ever that's going to actually stop and look at those buildings. It looks good at a distance. It doesn't need to be better than that. Dread Menace. No. I know what Asobo does. I'm totally with you on that. And I know, like, I've played a lot of Flight Sim. But I'm still saying, like, even in Flight Sim, there are manually like hand-modeled buildings and landmarks, and like a tree didn't just come out of a computer. Like, a person made the tree, and like the roof textures, like a person made the roof textures. Now they have a system that like looks at the top of a building and tries to generate a building based on that. But there's a big difference between like looking at Google Maps data and actually handcrafting a map. And this is a much more handcrafted map. And again, if you look at like Flight Sim, you can tell like through their DLC packs. I don't know I think they have a name, but like there's kind of multiple stages of like, you know, they like went through and manually did a bunch of stuff to like make Japan look way cooler. They went through and like added a bunch of landmarks, and a computer didn't do that. Like, a person did that. And again, yeah, same with the trees. Like, a computer made the trees. What are you doing, buddy? A person made the trees. A computer decided where to put the tree. But yeah, I don't think the shops are manually assembled. Yeah, and I think that's just where we differ. I do think the shops are manually assembled. Because I don't think that takes a lot of... I think it would almost take more work to randomly assemble the shops than it would be to just manually build out a handful of sets and then go from there. And then just let... Yeah. Yo, Wi-Fi, how we feeling? Dude, we're feeling well. We're wrapping up our west to east road trip. We just kind of left New Orleans. Oh, that's cool. Little pit stop. I don't know where their cars are, but little pit stop there. Another one. We're on our way. I think we might actually be in Florida at this point. On our way to Cape Canaveral. Gonna go board a rocket and go to the Moon DLC, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dread. But, okay, so another thing, I think there's a big difference between what they did for the crew and what they did for Flight Sim. Flight Sim, I think there's a lot more generation going on. This, I think, was a lot more hand-built. That would be my take. Ah! Here we go. I'd expect there to be a limited amount of manually made shops that are then copied over and over. It makes more sense than trying to QA whatever the... Yeah, that's kind of exactly my take with it, Skira, is it feels like it would be less work to just manually make those shops than it would be to build the system to automate making the shops and then check them all. Yeah. Where can you play TDU2? You gotta find a copy of it. There are projects. Project Paradise 2 would be like the Discord I would go in, and I don't know if they share resources. I would probably guess not on how to get the game, but you can acquire the game. You can acquire the game, and then yeah, look up Project Paradise 2, where they've got some servers and stuff for it. From Asobo those cells, we can generate the whole map in a week or less. Okay. But from what, though? Like, you don't just, like, type into a computer, like, generate map of the U.S. Like, that's what I'm I guess like the disconnect is for me is like they didn't just like tell a computer to make this whole map. Like, it's very obviously handcrafted in a lot of ways. Like anything, you know, it's not like a dev is going and placing every single tree. I'm sure there's painting or automation or stuff like that. But like, it's very obviously a manually crafted map with a lot of manually built landmarks like this. Like, I just wouldn't believe that that is something like a computer just spit out. Like a dude made that. I don't know. That's my take anyway. This map is nostalgic, dude. It is so nostalgic. It really is. Yeah, it's been such a treat going through and playing this. Such a treat. I've had a lot of fun with it. Hey, a helicopter texture we haven't seen. Oh, it's a rescue a Coast Guard. Dude, that's cool. And it's even like got they took like a flying one and just put it on the ground. I love that. I love that. But yeah. So Dread, I think the libraries is maybe where that difference is. Like, wait, hold on. From Ami. Yeah, generate in a week from assets made over a year. Yeah. Right, like, it's just going through a pre-fight check. Yeah, like yeah. Like, the libraries are still handmade, and that's, I don't think they just, like, plopped together. Like, I think we both agree that there's obviously some level of procedural generation. Like, of course there is. You can't make a map this big in any sort of reasonable time frame by hand. That's impossible. Unfeasible. I guess technically it's possible. But, you know. Yo, they got the Space Center! Sick. Fun little garden. Little astronaut chilling. He looks like he's had a bit of a day. But yeah, I think it's just the level of at what point does the computer take over that we disagree on a little bit. At what point is something done by hand? At what point is it done by a computer? And yeah, I think more stuff was done by hand. I think more stuff was done by hand. All right, I think that's, I mean, is there, hold on. That looks like an actual launch pad. We gotta go over there. I want to see if there's like a shuttle in the game. How do we get over there? Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. We gotta get, here we go. Also AI, yeah, but see, that tech didn't exist, like, back in 2012. We didn't have, like, I mean, we had chatbots and stuff like that, but, like, I'd believe it more these days. If this came out now, and you told me a lot of it was made using, like, AI, LLMs, you know, whatever, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But this was a map that was made like 15 years ago. Yeah, not quite 15. Between 10 and 13, probably. And AI was just not at that place before. Oh yeah, look, there's a shuttle! Yeah, NFS Heat did have space stuff. Because yeah, NFS Heat was like pretty similar to Miami. That's whatever their town was. Palm City, I think. Palm City. Where am I going? I was trying to follow the GPS. Oh, yeah, sorry. It was doing the thing where it doesn't want you to go off-road. Or it does just, like, have you cut across. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to see the shuttle. I was getting lost. Yeah. Fuels map. Oh, yeah. But Fuels map uses a lot more proc gen. I fully believe that. Because Fuel's map doesn't have, like, a lot of manual landmarks placed where they all make sense to be placed. All right, we're just cutting across, because that's what it says to do. Yeah, Fuel's map is very clearly made using, like, brushes and proc gen and terrain generators and all that stuff. 100%. 100%. Dude, this is so sick. That's badass. It's huge. It's on the big, like, mover thing, too. Dude, I love that. This is, like, all pretty legit. What the heck is that? Oh, it is just a bird. Okay. There you go. The donks, thank you. Thank you. Dude, this is sick. That's so cool. They got little, like, people working on it out in the distance as well. Hey, guys. I wonder if they're supposed to be the astronauts. Bird doing a friggin' backflip, yeah. Yeah, man, I love this. That's badass. They even have, like, a... I don't know if that's intentionally supposed to be. Oh, yeah, I think it is. Like, the steam or whatever coming out of it. That's awesome. Okay, I was wondering if maybe they missed... Maybe there's NASA on some things, but it's just space. It's just space. Yeah. This is sweet. There's another one down there. I don't know if that's like the actual launch site. This is like where they store it or something. Let's go down here. Little cruise ship out there, by the way. I did clock that. Man, my shoulder is driving me crazy right now, by the way. I don't know why. Ugh. It is just, like, extremely sore. Okay, yeah, they got, like, another, big shuttle mover. I don't know how many of those actually exist in real life. I kind of would have figured it would just be one. But maybe they got a few. Oh, dude, look at this, a big old rocket! Alright, who can tell me what... Oh, that's, like, not a... Okay. Dude, cool. I don't know if this is supposed to be a specific thing. When I could only see the top, I was like, oh yeah, maybe it's like a Saturn V. But when I saw the bottom, that doesn't look right. This looks more like they're doing like rocket testing. Because that would not fly. That would not fly. In my expert opinion, that's not going to space. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not an engineer. But still, that's sick. I love it. Wait, is it just floating? Or does it actually have, like, scaffolding? Hold on. Atlas? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know my rockets. Yeah, it's definitely just floating. It is flying. I love it. Giant ice cream extruders? Yes. Yes, that is what those are. Yeah, man, this is awesome. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude! I don't know like what the plane is that carries the shuttle, but they got the plane that carries the shuttle! Dude! What? And like obviously, this would only spawn around here. Like that's not gonna spawn in the Grand Canyon. Dude, this is so cool! Oh my god! I love how much just, like, stuff there is. Like, you go to this place, and you find... Oh. Weird little skybox thing. Yeah, like, you can tell... Yeah, like, you can tell how to... Like, so much... It's just so cool. It's just so cool. Like, there's so much value to exploring. There's so much actual value to explore. I love just random businessmen walking across a field with a briefcase. Yeah, we got important business to business. We gotta, you know, crunch those numbers. Hey, there's Marine 1 again. Looks like it anyway. Just want to check out the cruise ship over here. Yeah, lots of flight traffic around the launch space. Sick, man. Yeah, so much like fun attention to detail. I love it. I just love it. Oh god, dude, I'm sorry guys. My shoulder is like driving me crazy right now. Oh, maybe I need to just like shake it out a little bit. Feel a little, it just feels like sore, more sore. I don't know if I like slept on it wrong, and now that I'm just kind of sitting in one place, maybe it's getting to me. I might go grab an ice pack. Yeah, this is what happens when you get old. Parts of your body just like start to hurt. I'm gonna go grab an ice pack quick. I'll be right back. I'm almost 30, don't remind me. You're getting there. It'll happen to you too. Oh. Alright, we're just gonna like throw that on there and see how we feel. Yeah, the stream just got a lot cooler, thanks. I think that's helping? We'll see. I don't know if it's just because like I got up. Maybe I should adjust my stance a little bit, my sitting position. We'll go there. Alright, okay. That's Cape Canaveral. I'd say we explored that relatively well. Let's head down to Miami. Sure, Orange Grove Station. Set waypoint. It is, I think, gonna have us go off-road? We'll figure it out. We'll just follow the GPS to the nose. Dude, how cool is that? Just a big old shuttle. Oh, I love it. I love it. So cool. Okay, yeah, you do. You bring the stream down a notch or two. I wasn't gonna say it, but I mean, hey, you did. I'm not gonna disagree. More Space Center things. A bus. Sick. Getting a little stuttery. It's been buttery smooth so far. That's like the first time it's been stuttering. They got some coffee. They got the music shop. Do we need to go check out what's in the music shop? It actually looks like that isn't even like a storefront. Dude, I know. I'm gonna have to get used to Horizon map sizes. It's gonna bum me out. Not being able to spend like 2 hours going from one side of the map to the other. I mean, you never know. Maybe the next one will be a lot bigger, but I sure doubt it. I sure doubt it. Can we stop by a McDonald's? Sure, if I find one. If I find one, we'll go ahead and stop by. Hey, look at this, even the orange, yeah, little orange grove. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, they got little oranges on there. Cool. Florida is known for their oranges. Oh, look at that! And there's even like a big, I don't know, little processing facility with just massive bags of oranges. Oh my god. There's no way that's how they're actually stored. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that does not seem like the best way to store oranges. Because don't you think the ones on bottom would get a little smooshed? Again, maybe I'm wrong. But damn. Yeah, 1 and 2, Ami. 1 and 2. God, donks, it would be sick. How about we stop at Da Ribs? Why go to McDonald's when we can go over to Da Ribs? Can we look in their windows at all? I don't think so. There's something in there. And whatever that sign is. Oh, okay, there is, all right. So we saw that for the first time in New Orleans, and I was wondering if they maybe hand-built that like specifically for New Orleans, but we can see clearly not. Oh, there's even another one literally right there. Just a guy. He's just a guy. Don't worry about him. He's just a dude on a sign. Ooh, what was that over there? Hold on. Sorry, traffic. Traffic. Uptown Bar Restaurant, baby. Boris Coffee. Hey, it's Chick Waffles. Or Chick and Waffles. Guys, imagine today. Just imagine it. Imagine today. American Cult. Outlet, everything for your family. Mall Tree. Life is better with Tree. Welson's and Bakery. Your Bakery. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like apparel. Yeah, leader in biogas. Oh, sorry. Sorry, peds. Pedestrians. I'm not going to shorten that anymore. Sick. All right. Let's drive a little more into... I don't know if we're, like, supposed to be in Miami proper yet. I feel like we're still kind of a little out of town. Lots of traffic. Must be noon. Little Haiti. Oh, look at that! Scuba, Florida. Oh, that's cool. They got a little scuba shop with a shark. Oh, that's fun. Cool. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The Granada shop. The Single. Miracle Wax, I think that's what that was. Or Miracle Way, maybe. Wait. Hold on, hold on. Oh, wait, okay, they're both the same. I was like, that's a car wash? But this is also the car wash. It counts. All right, who wants to call that number? 256-489-7821. Now, hold on. There's no way. But let's just see. Is 256 a real area code? 256 area code. That's an area code for northeastern Alabama. So it's not Florida. Wait, that's my number. It's not Florida, but that is a number for northeast Alabama. So yeah, probably like in the same like southeast US set. Miami Splash. Florida's 813. Okay, yeah, well yeah, where you were in it. I mean, there's a good chance that's a real number. Because that's a real area code. I mean, you never know. It totally could be. I feel bad for anyone with that number. Hey, your phone number is in the crew. Like, I wonder if, like, did they ever have to check? I wonder. Or do they just send it? Loving that. There's downtown, kind of over that way. Is there, guys, is there a, wiki camera mode? Mobile garage. I don't think there's an in-game gallery. I don't think there's an in-game gallery, unfortunately. Maybe they got sued. Yeah, the whole reason the Crew 1 got shut down was because the dude that had that phone number sued them. And they're like, oh, nothing we can do. Shut her down. This is awesome, by the way. We're here at the right time. It's hustle and bustle in the city. Lots of traffic, lots of pedestrians. Dude, look at it out there as well. Man, Miami's kind of big. Let me get a pulse of like where I'm at on the map. Oh yeah, oh my god, dude, we've been through like a 10th of Miami. Maybe that's a little generous. A 6th, we'll say. Oh, I want to go out onto the out onto that side. We'll kind of cruise through here a little bit. Cruise through here a little bit for a while. Yeah, they got big old bridges going across the water. The whole, like, color temperature looks different as well here. Like, it feels like, I don't know, feels like Florida sun, you know? Not like Wisconsin sun. No hate to Wisconsin. Damn, I freaking hate Miami, do you? I've never, like, spent a lot of time there. Like I said, I have family in Florida in another scuba shop. I've been there a handful of times in life. I don't know. I guess I have no strong feelings one way or another. I think it's pretty. I think visually it's pretty. Dude, yeah, look at all this traffic. Holy crap. We're doing such a good job. Yeah, who needs GTA 6? I mean, come on. You got GTA 6 right here. Look at it. There's planes, trains, and automobiles. I don't know, maybe we can find a gun shop somewhere. Maybe. Dude, this is sick. Wow. Let me just do a little pause. Look at all this. Just look at what we're surrounded by. Just as far as you can see. Think like downtown over there. Lots of buildings over here. There's tons of people around. Tons of cars. Tons of houses. Just feels so alive. Feels so alive. Also, I'm sorry, you're gonna hear my dogs for a minute. My wife just got home. There you go, Ami. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of pop off this way for a little while. Wife is trying to calm the doggies. Oh, should we go down here? Let's go down here. Yeah, little barks. Little barking barkers. My shoulder's feeling like a little better with this ice, but it's still driving me nuts. I don't know what it is. Hey! This is nice. Very nice. As a Floridian, I won't get GTA 6 because it's in Miami. Oh, rip. I don't know. We've talked about GTA 6 a decent amount. I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I still don't know, like, I don't think I have enough FOMO to, like, get it on console first before it comes to PC, but we'll see. I also, like, there's just no way, in my opinion, that it's gonna run at 60 FPS. At least on the consoles I have. I have a base PS5, and I have a Series S. And there's zero chance there's gonna be 60 FPS on the Series S. I think there's a slim chance it'll be 60 FPS on base PS5, but I would honestly bet it's gonna be 30 through and through. Or, wait, were there people in bikinis and like bathing? Yo, we got some hot babes. We got some hot babe. Oh my god, terrifying eyes. But hot babes, it's Miami, baby. Look at that. They're twins. Yeah. Yeah, my wife like, look, we got hot dudes. Hot dudes. in some real short shorts. Europeans might be a little more comfortable with that, but what is that face, by the way? That's the same guy that was sitting outside the Space Center. This is his day off. He's chilling now. That's realistic, by the way? Oh, yeah. I think shirts are illegal in most of South Florida, actually. Street shop. Yeah, this is awesome. Let's go over to the beach. Let's go check it out. Let's see if they populated the beach with anything. Ah, people. We got people. Oh yeah, dude, look at this. They absolutely did. The beach is like actually fairly populated. I mean, you know, all things considered, it's not hustling and bustling like your average Florida beach, but that's pretty good. Portuguese man of war. Town of Palm Beach. Municipal beach. All right, sure. I'll accept it. Dude, sick. Is there actually anybody in here? Dude, they got like actual scuba equipment. Look at that. There's a suit, mask, actual tanks. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, where's the milk? That's right. They got boats out there, big old cruise ship. Wait a minute, was that cruise ship there a minute ago? Does the cruise ship move? Hold on. Oh my god, dude, the cruise ship actually moves. Forza Horizon 5, eat your heart out. Like, what? That's so sick. The cruise ship actually moves. They don't do that in Horizon. That's awesome. I love that. Couple of boats sitting there. I wonder if it has a path. I mean, I would assume it has to. That's so badass. That's so badass. I love that, like, you know, obviously that's not a place designed for cars. And it still has quite a bit going on. There's still quite a bit going on there. All right, dude, Miami. Awesome, awesome city. It's huge. It's huge. Nah, there's no way GTA 6 beaches could beat that. Not a chance. Not a chance. I mean, come on. Have you seen a moving cruise ship in any of the trailers? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, let's get ready for the final drive. Let's do it. Okay. Kind of, yeah, we'll end up popping out here through downtown Miami. Venetian Islands, sick. I think it's time to set our final location. Right here. Right at the cruise ship. Oh, I don't think we can actually go up to it. Sad. Sad. Why'd this game get the hate? I mean, I wouldn't say it necessarily got hate. I mean, everything gets some hate. But, like, overall, people were just kind of lukewarm about it. It definitely had its fan base. But, yeah, it never, like, hit the... Yeah, I mean, like, it never hit the audience it, you know, maybe should have. But, yeah, that's what I was just going to get into, what Hip Hop said. It came out kind of right around GTA 5, especially GTA 5 on PC. And a lot of people were just kind of enamored by that. This was also around when, like, Horizon 1 and 2 would have come out. And those were doing quite well. Beyond that, like, I don't know. Like, maybe the world just didn't want this at the time. The world just wasn't ready for it. Because it's so sick now. Like, I have been having an amazing time with the game. It handles pretty well. The story's pretty engaging. The map is obviously insanely cool. Yeah, I think the world just didn't appreciate it. I don't know. I really don't. Like, it you know, it like got remembered. I think as time passed, you know, it kind of like had its cult following to a certain degree. And people did still play it, like up until the day it was shut down, for what it's worth. I think if you look... Well, hold on, I bet we can check it out. Right, here, hold on. Back to it. Back to it. Leaving Miami, heading to the Keys. Our final stop on the trip, baby. Final stop on the trip. And yeah, I am curious. This was, I'm sure, a big console game as well. Most racing games are, especially back then. PC gaming has only been getting like more and more popular. It was not the behemoth it is now. But yeah, definitely never. I don't know. It is weird playing the game now, and being like, yeah, this game was never like that popular. It was like, it kind of made it splash. People played it. People knew about it. It's just weird it didn't, like, take off like Horizon did, I guess. You know, that's just odd. It's just odd. Yeah, dude, Mitch, if this game... Oh, hey, look at this. We're onto the keys. Also, sorry my dogs are barking again. Yeah, if this had like a remaster, I guess, where they, you know, polish it up, modern visuals, you know, maybe do like a remake where you add some more cars and stuff, this would do very, very well today. If maybe a better way to say that is like, if a game with this exact same feature set came out today, I believe it would do extremely well. Yeah, launch problems for sure. That always, especially back then, that really did kill games. Because back then it wasn't normal. These days, most AAA games, it's literally an expectation that the game's just gonna have issues when it comes out. But back in 2014, like, that wasn't as big of a common thing. Like, it still happened, but yeah, it was not as big of a common thing. Also, yeah, worth mentioning, this was one of, like, the earlier always online games that wasn't an MMO, and that was a much harder sell back then. So I'm sure that affected some people. Oh, dude, look at that jump. Sick. That's awesome. Oh, Miami. Dude, look at how huge the Miami skyline is. That's sick. All right, I'm just getting so sidetracked by skylines. Yeah, the water reflections do look, like, frighteningly good. I don't get it. That's no ray tracing, baby. That's pre-ray tracing. You love to see it. Yeah, this, in many ways, this was ahead of its time. The good and the bad. You're totally right. You're totally right. Dude, more jumps. That's awesome. A little jump route. South Club Bar, baby. More jumps. Yeah, that was. I wonder if that's in like a off-road race or something at some point, or if they just put that there for funsies. Yeah, hard donks. Can you take the broken highway alongside and do all the jumps? Maybe we'll do that at the end. I'm sure we can. I mean, yeah, of course we can. Like, they wouldn't put that there for no reason. But yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to hit it up. I just want to make it to our destination here at the end. Yeah, there's a state of play in like a half hour, Yakuza. Yeah. State of play in like a half hour. Here we go. Ooh, what is... Oh, I was going to say, what is that big building? It's a cruise ship. It just hadn't, like, loaded in yet. Here we are, Key West, dudes. The final stop on our long-ass road trip from Seattle to Key West. One of the longest stretches you can take across the U.S. Hell yeah. And just like that, the road trip comes to a close. I'm so sad we can't go up to the cruise ship. Yeah. not a... Yo! But we do have some hot dudes and hot babes to look at. I'll just, you know, chilling like you do on the beach. Over in the grassy part. Over in the grassy part, all in a big circle. No towels, just raw dogging it. I love it. No, everything's fine. Yeah, it does look very, it does look very uncomfortable.